Welcome back to In the House with Beth and Ryan. I'm Beth and this is Ryan.
Today we are going to talk about what happened in the first quarter of 2024. Give you the very top line notes. This won't be a full length video.
It's a mini.
It's a mini. This is a mini video.
Take a look at this first quarter of this year versus last year as well.
Yeah, that's right. So overall in the first quarter, there isn't a whole lot to talk about. You can slice and dice the numbers any way you want, but really it comes down to three metrics. Is the overall dollar volume, as in the overall prices, if you add all the houses that sold, if you add up the sale prices over the first quarter, is it greater or less than the first quarter of last year? And what is that number?
So the overall dollar volume for the first quarter is up 2%.
Right.
And when you dig a little deeper into the numbers, there are really two neighborhoods. We like to talk about neighborhoods. Two neighborhoods in Guelph that are really driving that growth. Village by the Arboretum and Courtright East.
Yeah, and Village by the Arboretum came out firing on all the cylinders in January. Things that were sitting on the market in December all sold through and then some in January, which really boosted it. It's almost like a 10 times increase in sales volume over a 1 year period. And as Beth mentioned in a prior video that we'll link below, talks about the most expensive neighborhoods, and Courtright East had a huge increase in volume in the first quarter, which led to the growth there. So those two really contributed to the overall +2. Was it +2?
+2%.
+2%.
Also, as you mentioned in an earlier video, those are two of the most expensive neighborhoods now in Guelph, which didn't used to be the case.
Yeah.
So they have overtaken other neighborhoods. So they've really seen a lot of growth in both volume and cost per unit.
Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on those in the future. In terms of the overall units, so how many houses sold in the first quarter versus last year. In the fall, there was a lot of talk about how the early spring market was really going to take off once the government started reducing interest rates, which hasn't happened. But what is the unit volume first quarter?
So unit volume is down 2%. And so that gap between the +2 for dollars and the -2 for units leaves us with a 4% overall market growth.
Yeah. So the average price has increased 4% in the first quarter in Guelph. And it is a bit misleading. So if someone says the average price has increased 4%, that doesn't mean that everybody's home in Guelph has increased by 4%. It just means that the mix of homes sold, so more expensive homes have sold, and some increase in prices have sold to give the overall average a bump up.
Right, which makes sense because if you think about the fact that those two most expensive neighborhoods are the neighborhoods that are experiencing growth in terms of volume and units sold, it would increase the overall price in Guelph on average. Yeah.
So there is your very quick update on how the market's done in Q1, and we'll be back again soon with another update.